Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Stitch With Me video. I started this project last night. I don't know when you'll be seeing this video, but I started this project just one day ago from filming this, so I only have one letter done. But this is the Glendon Place, A Haunting Household from this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween special issue. I am using all of the required threads except for the moon right here. They said to use DMC color variations in Daffodil Fields, and I already had Gentle Arts Sampler Threads Daffodil, so I am just going to use that. I am stitching it on Fiberlicious. Wait a minute, I'm trying to adjust you guys here. There we go. Fiberlicious Bewitched 28 count Lugana. This is a beautiful fabric. So this is, pretty colorful because there are a lot of awesome colors in this project. I mean, here, I'll put, of course there's black, but the purple, the blue, this bright green, the orange that I'm doing the letters in, of course 666, this bright gold, and then this yellow for the moon. So really awesome colors. And I had originally picked a different project to stitch. I had wanted to stitch the little witch ornament out of one of the earlier Just Cross Stitch ornament issues, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling that when I started stitching it, so I said, you know what, I want something on my scroll rods that I don't have to hold in my hand, so I picked this. I am working right now. I start in the center, so in the center it's the word monsters, so I just did the S and I'll, go over that way, and that's done in DMC 740. So, have a lot to tell you guys today because holy hell has my life been in an upheaval the past week. I mean, it's been in an upheaval anyway since my grandfather's been in the hospital because it's all on my mother. So my mother is calling me and texting me all hours of the day and night, it seems. I've been helping her every weekend with tasks at their house because my grandmother has early stages of dementia, so she needs help also. It has been a really difficult time. Now, my grandfather is doing a lot better, and that's good, but there are still things that need to be done every single day for them. My uncle is currently staying there with my grandmother, thank God. But I mean, like last weekend, I know I'm not doing as much as my mother. My mother's retired. She is literally, her whole day, every day for the past couple weeks has been doing stuff for them or at the hospital with my grandfather. So, I mean, this past weekend, okay, I didn't go to the hospital last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because I had been there Saturday and Sunday for most of the day. So let's run down this past week. I'm drinking coffee right now, so that's why I'm not stitching at this exact minute. But how you like my mug? I'm a witch before coffee. Yes. Got this at my local grocery store. So, okay. This past week for work is just sucks balls. I swear. I don't know what the universe is trying to teach me. Patience, or I don't know what. I'm thankful I have a job that pays me fairly well and that I can work at home. But good God, give me a break in that department as far as technical issues and stuff. So, last week, normal work week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, my job did not start until 12:30 in the afternoon, which is rare, but sometimes it happens. So I told my mom I'll be up in the morning to visit for like an hour, and then I'll come home and that will count as me going. And I did that, and that was fine. And then Friday I had a chemo appointment. Holy hell that day. So I told my mom I will come up after chemo and visit for a little bit before I go home. So you're gonna die when I tell you what happened on Friday. Okay, so my chemo appointment was not until 10:30, so I was able to actually get up and have a pretty decent morning until I left. You know, I got up, had coffee, had breakfast, because usually my chemo appointments are really early in the morning at like 7:30, so I'm having to get up at like the crack of dawn to get ready and get there because traffic in the morning, it's in downtown Baltimore, which is a major city in our state. No. Horrible traffic at that time of day. So I'm driving. I leave the house. Now I leave the house 10 minutes later than I want to, which is okay because I still was leaving an hour before I had to be there. Okay. So the highways are fine. I get there. Now, when I pull around the side of the building, the parking garage is underneath the hospital. I come around the corner and the parking garage is all backed up into the street. A line of like 7 or 8 cars. I said, oh God, what the hell is going on here? So finally I see people getting in their cars and driving through. Well, you're supposed to push a button to get a ticket, a parking ticket. Now what's nice is the chemo ward, it's only $1 no matter how long you're there. Because come on, you're there for something like that, right? And they put a sticker on your ticket and a parking attendant knows that it's $1. Well, I get up there and I push the button, no ticket is printing. Fantastic. So I come in and I park and I go in and now I have to go to the security desk because you need a ticket. If you lost your ticket or don't have it, it's $17 when you leave there. No, that's not happening. So the ticket attendant says, oh yeah, there was an accident at the ticket booth. What? He said, just tell whatever floor, when you go, just tell them to write down on a piece of paper the time you came in. The parking attendants know that there's going to be people coming out with papers like that because of the accident. How does an accident happen at the ticket booth? Somebody rear-end somebody else? I couldn't wrap my brain around it where the machine was not printing out tickets. Did someone hit the machine? How do you hit the machine? You're hopping a curb then. I was dumbfounded by that. So I go up to the chemo ward, which is 4th floor. Now, I forgot to say, before this, when I go in the parking garage, and I'm sorry, that place is so busy, I rarely get a good parking spot, like on the first level. I come around this one corner, and I see this little, it looks like a Fiat. So you know how small they are. They are straddling the line between 2 parking spaces. Meaning, no one can park on either side of them because the line was under the middle of their car. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the picture. I was like, what the friggin' hell? How do you even park like that? And not only, okay, let's say you make a mistake and you park like that. When you get out of your car, do you not see that you parked like a moron? Yeah, that was the time where I wish I had sidewalk chalk in my car so I could write asshole parking and a big fat arrow to their car. Now, the funny thing is, when I came out for my chemo appointment like 3 hours later, someone must have reported that car because that car was still there, but it was moved over into a spot. Now, it still wasn't properly parked. It still was like its passenger side tires were still on the line. Meaning someone that parks next to them is going to have trouble getting out of their car. Oh, God, I just don't get people. I don't. Okay, so I get up there and I tell them, and they give me the little thing with the ticket at the chemo ward. They call me right back, which is great, and then I sit. I sat for half an hour back there before I was even helped or started. Now, my treatment is not very long. If I have an efficient nurse, I can be out of there in an hour. That rarely happens, however. So I get someone I've never had before, which I hate that because they don't know me. So the nurse comes over, and I'm going to be honest, she seemed really old. Now, by really old, I would say easy late 60s. Easy. I would say she was in her 70s. And she came in and she was all discombobulated, and to me she seemed like just scatterbrained like a Fruit Loop. Like, you know how you get a feel for people? I didn't like her right off the bat. And I thought, oh great. So they ask you questions every week like, do you have ankle or foot swelling? How are your bowels? Are you going to the bathroom? Do you have any pain? You know, how you have been doing for the past 3 weeks. Because I go every 3 weeks. So I'm telling her, and I noticed a little bit ankle and foot swelling the past 3 weeks, which is a side effect of the chemo I'm taking, so not a huge deal. But she goes into all this stuff about, am I taking vitamin D? Am I taking calcium because the chemo and the radiation will weaken my bones? She goes, I wouldn't want you to fall and break a hip. I mean, and she said, you should get a DEXA scan. I mean, she really started to scare me because this is the first time that I had heard about any of this stuff. So they also do blood work every time I go. So she said, I'm going to have them take your vitamin D level and see what that is. Okay, because taking vitamin D, well, that's easy. I can go buy vitamin D at the drugstore. But as far as the scan and all that, I said, God damn it. Like, okay. So when she came back in, and they have another nurse that confirms, like, it's you're getting the right medication. I said, why is this the first time I'm hearing about any of this? And the other nurse is like, what are you talking about? So I explain it. And she's like, well, I didn't know any of that. I'm like, okay. I need to talk to my doctor, my oncologist, because I trust his opinion above that nurse's. I'm sorry, I got a feel for her, and I didn't like her. So, by the time I left, 3 hours later, they did not have the results of my vitamin D yet. She said, they'll call you if it's too low. Okay. So I get through the rest of the appointment pretty much unscathed. I was reading my book, no problem. But again, it just took forever. It took way longer than it should have taken, in my opinion. So I leave there. You're going to love this. I leave there. I get in my car. Now, when I'm leaving there and coming out of the city, I have to get on a major interstate to get home. Before the major interstate, I turn onto a road that is really long, and there's a huge median strip in the center. This median strip is famous for homeless people because there are like 4 traffic lights along this long stretch of road. So there are homeless people all along this median strip that beg for money when you're caught at these red lights. I turned the corner and I thought, I am in no mood. Please, God, let these lights all be green, because sometimes you can catch them all green at the same time. I caught all of them green but the last one. So, I'm sitting at the light. I am the second car. I just happened to glance to my left, and there are 2 homeless guys. One guy's white, one guy's black. Not that that makes any difference, because it doesn't. And I'm just like kind of watching them because I can see them, they're animated. And my window was up, so I couldn't hear what they were saying. All of a sudden, I see them throw down all their shit, like their backpack, their whatever they had, and they start fist fighting. I kid you not. They start fist fighting, and I mean really going at it, punching, kicking. My mouth was hanging open. I almost went to call the police because it looked like somebody was really going to get hurt. And then they started inching over more towards where the cars were, and I thought, if they land on my Mustang car, I'm definitely calling the police and I'm going to be upset. They didn't, thank God. So they stopped. This went on for a good 2 minutes because that light there takes forever. A good 2 minutes. Now my husband, when I told him, he said, why didn't you tape it with your phone? Because I was speechless. I was stunned. I've never seen something like that. So the fight breaks up and the one guy winds up kind of stumbling into the road and almost gets plowed by a car. Because on the other side of the median is like a yield where cars are constantly coming. I thought, oh dear God. So the light finally turned green. I'm like, oh my God, please get me out of this crazy city. I swear, the days I have chemo, it is like the crazy weirdo freaks all come out of the woodwork. Yeah. So then I go through that red light and I'm driving home and I'm on an interstate and I'm getting off on an exit and a car almost sideswipes me trying to get around a tractor trailer. My husband said, you know what? Why don't you take Uber? Why don't you take Uber from now on when you go to your chemo appointments? Which, by the way, thank you very much. I only have 3 more. November 17th, December 8th, and December 29th is my last one. Oh my God, I can't even wait. Not that I won't have follow-up appointments there, because I will. Like, I have to get an MRI next spring and all of that, but it won't be a steady every 3 weeks I have to go. Okay. Was that all that happened Friday? Well, Friday night, so went to the hospital, was there for like 3 hours. Had to stop and get Halloween candy. Yeah, did all that. My husband and I went to see Happy Death Day at the drive-in. I really liked that movie. It was not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a horror scary movie. It really wasn't. It was scary in parts, but it wasn't like a true horror movie. But I love those time travel, that kind of thing movies. So yeah, I highly recommend that. The first movie was Geostorm. I've seen enough trying to save the earth movies. I'm over it. And the last movie they show was It. We already saw that. So we left after the second movie. So, oh yeah, another little story. My mom's birthday was October 20th. And I bought her a couple breast cancer shirts because for the whole month of October, she was wearing one like every day. Yeah, she has like a crap load of them. So I said, all right, I'm going to get her 2 for her birthday. Well, one of them, the day they were to be delivered, I ordered them from Amazon. My husband was outside washing the car. Now, I saw UPS pull up, but he pulled up between 2 houses, like us and our neighbor's house. So I thought they were delivering for the neighbor, and I didn't think anything of it. So the next day, now remember, I have security cameras that are on a monitor above my computer screen. So all day long when I'm working, I can see what's going on outside of my house, out back of my house, which is awesome. So, finally getting started stitching here. So, I look out the next day, I forget what time it is, and I'm like, is that something on the mailbox? Or is that the way the sun is hitting the mailbox? So I said, I'm going to go to the kitchen window because the kitchen window, I can see the mailbox really clearly. I look out and I'm like, oh my God, that is something out there. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I go out to the mailbox and there is a package draped over the top of the mailbox, just laying there. And it's from Amazon. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the MF&T shirt for my mother. So I'm ready to ream Amazon. Like, why would one of their employees who delivered this t-shirt leave it on top of my mailbox? Not on my porch, not in the mailbox. Well, when I come in and I check the tracking, I realize that UPS delivered it. My husband. He was washing the car. So UPS hands him the package. He sets it on top of the mailbox and forgets it. It sat out there from 4 p.m. until like 1 p.m. the following day. I said, you know what? I guess I'm glad it was still there. Someone could have easily stolen that. I was so mad. He was like, oh, it's not a big deal. Really? If it was something you wanted and something related to fishing, your ass wouldn't have left it out there on the mailbox. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. Something funny that I noticed the other day, you know, and my husband said I should have put this in my random facts tag when I did that. When I buy ice cream, like I like Ben & Jerry's, my favorite ice creams from them are the brownie batter core and the Tonight Dough. But when I get it, like the brownie batter core, I only eat the core. I only eat the brownie batter in the center. I don't eat the ice cream in there. And for the Ben & Jerry's Tonight Dough, it's full of like different, it's got different chunks of cookie dough in it, like peanut butter cookie dough, chocolate cookie dough. It's really good. But again, I don't eat the ice cream. I just pick out all the pieces of dough. And like, they have one that's called cinnamon roll, I think. Cinnamon buns. I think it's cinnamon buns. The cinnamon buns one, they have pieces or gobs of cinnamon roll dough. I just pick out that and eat it. And so, am I alone in that? Is there anyone else out there that does that? I said, you know, someone should make like a container like ice cream with just the stuff in it. Forget the ice cream. I just want to eat the goodies. Like when we get an ice cream cake, my favorite part is the crunchy crust, the chocolate crust. I can do without the rest of it. Yeah, I'm probably not alone in that. But yeah, my husband thought that was really funny. Like when I get a hot fudge sundae at McDonald's, I only eat the hot fudge out of it. I don't eat the vanilla ice cream. So that's a little tidbit that you guys now know about me. But I did pick another tag to do today. We're already 23 minutes in. I've been jibby-jabbing all that time about that. Now, this is called the best friend tag. I have been friends with Jill. I want to say it has been almost 9 years. I've been friends with her as long as I've been with my husband. Because we actually met right before I met my husband. I was still living in my apartment. Her and I met through my blog. She commented, and I realized she was in Maryland because she lived in Maryland then. And I was like, dude, we got to meet up. You know, I don't have anybody to stitch with. So I'm pretty sure we're going on 9 years. Yeah. So in that time, obviously, I have come to know her somewhat. I don't know everything about her. Like some of these questions, I don't know. There are 22 questions. Now, I will answer them about myself, and I will answer them about her as much as I know. So, okay, I just told you the first one. The first one was, how and when did you meet? I just told you that. So we met on my blog. She commented, and we met in person at a Panera Bread to do some stitching because they'll let you just sit there. And ever since then, we just, became friends. And obviously, as we got to know more about each other, we text just about every day. I've gone over to her house a bunch of times. She's come here. We've gone to retreats together and stayed in a hotel room. I mean, she definitely is the closest friend that I have, and I've told many personal things to. She knows what's going on with everyone in my life and vice versa. So, question 2. What's your favorite memory together? That's a good one. I didn't look at these questions in advance. Usually I try to do that to get an idea of what I'm going to say. Favorite memory. I don't know. I mean, I really loved the last retreat we went to together. That was 2 years ago, though. That was a lot of fun. Every year when we go to Woodlawn is always a good time. And this past one was probably my favorite. We brought her baby with us. But what was nice was she came, because I was going through my weekly chemo then, she actually drove out of her way to come pick me up at our local needlework store, the Stitching Post, because she remembered that a couple days after my chemo appointments, I usually felt sick. So I didn't have to drive. So it was really nice to have that ride with her because we don't really get to talk very much in person. So that was my favorite trip. We had a really good day that day. But she may have a different memory. I don't know. Okay. Describe each other in one word. The first thing that pops into my head when I think of her is she is thrifty. Holy hell, does that woman know how to find a deal? Me? I'm the complete opposite. I spend money. You guys know I spend money. Now, I have found deals, but no, she is the queen. She is the queen of thrift. Now, how would I describe myself in one word? One word. Man, that's hard. One word. I don't know. That's hard. One word. How would I describe myself in one word? I don't know. I'm going to have to skip that one. Crazy? No, I don't know. I don't know. I would say I'm colorful. Animated? Dramatic? Yeah. Okay, number 4, what's your dream job? My dream job, seriously, I would love to have my own cross-stitch store or work at one. I would love to work at one because then I wouldn't have all the responsibility of managing it. If money was not an issue and I didn't need, a salary, or because let's face it, if you're working at a cross-stitch store, you're probably not making that much money. That would be my dream. Would love that. Or actually my dream jobs, okay, scratch that. My dream job would be my YouTube channel. And I think I've said that. I would love for this to be my job and just get paid from YouTube on, monetizing my channel. Definitely. Now, for her, I don't know. She is a social worker right now. Her office handles daycare subsidies for people that need help. I'm pretty sure I have that right. I know her dream job is not that. I don't know. Maybe she would like to do something with cross stitch, like work at a needlework store or own one. I don't know, owning one sounds like a giant pain in the ass because you're dealing with all the suppliers and all that stuff and the business part of it. I know my dream job is not what I'm currently doing. I can tell you that much. Okay. What's your favorite makeup brand? Ooh, that's a good one. I really love Tarte. I have a couple of their eyeshadow palettes, and their concealer, their Shape Tape, is amazing. So that's my favorite brand. Jill actually does not wear much makeup, so I don't know what her favorite brand would be. And see, she looks great without makeup. Like, I feel like the days I don't wear it, I look ancient, old, haggy. But, I mean, recently, I haven't been wearing it around the house. Just way too damn tired and exhausted, you know? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, what's the next question? What is something that annoys you about the other person? Oh, she probably has a whole list. What annoys me about her? That's a good question. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm here on camera. I don't... Annoys me. Maybe that she's thrifty? No. That doesn't annoy me, but sometimes it's like, just freaking buy the pattern. But I also know that, you know, money's really tight for her. 2 kids, a house. Yeah, I get it. But annoys. I honestly can't think of something that truly, truly annoys me. Now her, she'll probably say about my spending habits for cross stitch. I don't know. Or that I say I'm not going to go to a retreat and then I go. Because I've done that before. Like, yeah, right. Okay, next question. If you could go anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why? It would be a retreat for sure. And I would actually love to go to the retreat at Shepherd's Bush. Would love to visit that store. But just any retreat with her, because I just love spending time with her. And, you know, when you do a retreat, you're with, you know, your people for 2 days, at least. So I have missed her at the couple of retreats, like especially the Ocean City one that I go to in May. Since I've been going, she hasn't gone to any of them. And it would have been really nice to have her there. Okay. I don't know what she would say to that answer, though. Favorite inside joke? Oh, okay. I would say, I don't know if it's really an inside joke, but we have a running list of words that people use wrong on Facebook. As in, because see, given my job of being an editor per se, I see stuff all the time that's annoying. So, like, I actually saw someone use the word witch, like the Halloween witch, for the other witch. Like, they're saying, which one do you want? And they wrote witch as in Halloween witch, when it's W-H-I-C-H. So we will text each other and say another word for the list, and people have no clue what we're talking about. So that's probably our favorite one because, man, do we have a lot of words on that list. Yeah. Okay, next question. Number 9, who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Oh, me, hands down. Even with my short hair, because it takes me forever to put on my makeup. Like when we went to the one retreat, I really tried to hurry up because, and I had long hair then. So yeah, I guarantee you it's me because of putting on makeup. Number 10, favorite season. I love autumn. We know this. I think she does too, but I actually think she likes summer. I friggin' hate it. It's too hot. Bugs. But see, she likes going to the pool with her kids and all that stuff. So I'm going to say summer for her, even though I may be completely wrong. Favorite song. Now, I think I know this, or I know what her most recent favorite song is Kesha's Praying, because she texted me about it. And I had not heard the song yet, and oh man, that's a great song. My favorite song, I don't have just one favorite song. Like, I will go through different songs. My current favorite song is Billy Joel's Allentown. And I know I talked about it in a previous video. I really love that song. I also love the song from, I forget who it's by though. From 13 Reasons Why, when they went to that dance, when Clay and Hannah went to that dance and they played that song. I actually went on YouTube and found it. I forget who it's by, but that's a great song too. But yeah, Billy Joel Allentown, I'm gonna say. Okay. Number 12, what is it like being best friends with someone who is obsessed with YouTube? I would say she's not obsessed. If anyone's obsessed, it's me. Although recently I've not had enough time to watch YouTube, but when I am able to watch, I'm constantly messaging her. Oh my God, so-and-so did this. Did you watch their video? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I guess I would have to ask her that question, huh? Yay, another letter done. The T. Okay, heels or flats? Not even a question. Flats. Now, it depends because heels usually really hurt my feet. I'm pretty sure she's a flats person too because she has to wear business attire for work. So she probably wears flats. Number 14 is pants or dresses. Please, pants. You are kidding, right? No, I'm trying to make sure it's in the frame. Yeah, pants. When I was a lot younger, a teenager, I wore skirts and dresses all the time. I don't know what happened to that person because I own like 2 dresses. Now, if I worked outside of the house, I don't think I'd still be wearing a dress. I'd be wearing work pants. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she's a pants person too. No to the dress. Favorite animal? Please. Do I even have to say what my favorite animal is? Now, you know I love fox. But my first love for animals truly is a bunny. I love bunnies. Every time I see one in our backyard, I squeal like a little girl. Wait a minute, I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, bunnies. Bunnies, my number 1. Fox is a close second. Now, what is Jill's favorite animal? You got me. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. Maybe she'll comment below if she watches this video and tell me. Or tell all of us what her favorite animal is. God, my throat. What is wrong with me today? Okay. If your house was burning down and your entire family was sure to be okay, what would you save and why? I'm going to say that she would save pictures. Her wedding pictures, pictures of her kids, her stitching, for sure. I am going to say my stitching, number one, I would be grabbing as much as I could off of my walls, the stuff I've stitched, not necessarily my patterns and fabric, because that stuff could be replaced, but the stuff I have stitched, I would be trying to grab that. And I would be trying to grab the wedding collage that I have downstairs of the wedding pictures of me and my husband, because that would be irreplaceable, I think. I don't think I even have the CD of our pictures anymore. And it took me a couple days to put that collage together, and I found the frame at Michael's. I mean, it's a huge frame. I'll have to show a picture of it in maybe one of my update videos. It's really beautiful, and I think I did a really good job with that, with putting the pictures in there. I would definitely try to be taking that off the wall, but that's it. The rest of the pictures and stuff, but yeah, definitely my stitching. I'd be trying to rip everything off the wall, off my office wall. And like I said, I think she'd be doing the same thing. Number 17. Excuse me. Comedy, horror, or chick flick? Me, horror all the way. I don't think Jill likes horror movies very much. She didn't want to see it. I'm going to say for her, chick flick. Although her and her husband really like the Marvel movies, you know, like Batman, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Captain America. Yeah, they love those kind of movies. So I'm going to say actually that's her favorite. Besides watching kid movies with her children, like Moana, which by the way, I loved that movie when I watched that with them. Yeah, pleasantly surprised at that. Okay. Number 18, BlackBerry or iPhone? Well, Jill has an iPhone, so that's easy. I have had an iPhone, and I have also had a BlackBerry. I prefer Android. I have a Galaxy Note 5, and I really like it. So that's my choice. Okay, number 19, favorite movie. This is easy for me. My favorite movie of all time, and this will probably never change as long as I live, Shawshank Redemption. Oh my God, I love that movie. I have literally seen that movie probably 50 times. And it's a long movie. It's like a 3-hour movie. Every time it comes on TV, every time I have the chance to see it, or anytime I just need some inspiration, because man, if you have never seen that movie, the lead character is Tim Robbins. He is in prison for a crime he did not commit, and he's in prison for 19 years before he finds a way to get out. And I'm not giving anything away. I'm not, holy hell, the patience and amazing stuff that he did. And the end of that movie, the last scene of that movie is my favorite scene of the whole thing. It's such an awesome movie. Oh my God. Now, what is Jill's favorite movie? I don't know. I don't know. What's your favorite movie, Jill, if you're watching? Leave it in the comments below. You can leave me a billion comments answering these questions. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Number 20, what is something weird that you eat? Well, you just heard me say about what I do with my ice cream. That's kind of odd, I think. But something weird? Like, do I actually eat anything weird? I eat hummus on my eggs. I don't know if that's weird. Would that be considered weird? Yeah. And as far as her, I'm trying to think. I don't think she eats anything strange. Maybe she does and I don't know it? I don't know. Okay. Do you guys have anything matching? We do. We actually have a best friend's needle minder that is like a split heart. She has one half, I have the other half. We also, is that matching though? We have we have needle minders. Her and I have like the Sugar Skull Mermaid. She made them. She didn't make the clay thing, but she bought them. And so she has one and I have one. But one of her Christmas presents, it's matching. I got her one and me one. Yeah, oh my God, wait till you see that. I am not showing mine that I bought in a video until after Christmas when I've given her hers. Oh my God, you're going to die. Yeah. Okay, last question. And this is 46 minutes. I think this is the longest Stitch With Me video I've ever done. Wait a minute, 5. I mean, I'm trying to count so I don't mess up. Last question. What's your favorite TV show? Oh my God. I'm going to say hers is Grey's Anatomy. We both love that show. I am going to say that's probably my favorite one. I like so many shows though. We watch Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. I also watch Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO. Hilarious. I also love American Horror Story. But I'm going to say hers is Grey's Anatomy. And I'm actually going to put that one down as mine as well. Yeah. But okay. I think 46 minutes for a Stitch With Me video is probably long enough. I've actually talked for 45 minutes. I cannot believe it. I hope you enjoyed this and learning more about me and hearing about my crazy, crazy life at this moment. And that you got some stitching done in the 45 minutes. As always, if you have any questions, guys, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.